The Unplugged Alpha by Richard Cooper. Before I start this video, I'd like to add that I'm not going to give away everything in the book, and I'll be adding some of my own opinions here and there. Like when I referred to a for fun chick, I said that, not Richard. This book is a short, easy read, but don't let that fool you. It's filled with wisdom that I believe every man should read. Fathers should give this book to their sons. Uncles should give this book to their nephews, and so forth. You won't find this information on any mainstream media outlet or in any movie. This book is not about fairy tales and happy endings. Richard doesn't sugarcoat anything. This was a book that was written by a masculine man in the hopes of making other men masculine too. I believe that a world of masculine, well-adjusted men is a safer world to live in. The problem we're having today is the suppression of information and the shaming and silencing of alpha males like Andrew Tate or guys like Richard Cooper. At the end of every chapter, Richard has a section called The Cold Hard Truth. Here are some of those cold hard truths. Men are the disposable sex. We live in a female-first society, like women and children first on a Titanic. 85% of homeless people are men. And these men are like ghosts. They're invisible. They're forgotten. Nobody cares about them. Men get longer prison sentences than women for exactly the same crime. If you look at those pedo cases where women are preying on young boys, they barely get a sentence. Men who do the same thing get longer sentences. Men enter more dangerous professions like police officers, oil drilling, and so forth. Every TV sitcom and commercial makes men look like bumbling idiots. I suggest watching shows before the 1990s. Women break rules for alphas and make rules for betas. When women say, "I don't do that," always add to it with "you." Because she'll do things with a man that she deems worthy. She will do the dirtiest things, believe me. Women will do anything for an alpha male or a guy that she deems more valuable or bigger and better than herself. She'll let you do whatever you want with her. In fact, she'll even offer herself up. When a woman locks a man down, she will beat him down and beta-tize him over time. Richard Cooper coined the word beta-tize. I've never heard of that before, but I like it. Now, she does this little by little. This is why Richard says taking on a marriage or long-term relationship is far more work than it's worth. Dating is easy. It comes with less risks. Now, in a chapter entitled 20 Red Flags, Richard makes men aware of women who pose a risk to a man's well-being. I think this list is great for men who don't have that much experience with women, but if you've been around and you've dated a lot of women or known a lot of women, you'll see all of these red flags. You can even picture the person in your head who had these red flags. I'm only going to list 10 of these, not all 20. And he says that you can have a relationship with a woman that displays any of these red flags, but the risks outweigh any reward. All right, number 1, daddy issues. These are women that didn't have a great relationship with their dad. I think in our man-hating society today, these women are more and more common. 2, feminists. The devout feminists are easy to spot. You know, they have the dyed hair, like bright pink, orange, purple. They have lots of piercings and tattoos. They're usually overweight. I think all Western women are feminists by default. Even those who don't identify as feminists are feminists, whether they believe it or not. 3, she competes with you. This is the boss babe. This woman thinks she's better than you in every way. Many women think they are more intelligent than men. I had a female friend tell me that she thought she was smarter than every man she ever dated. But in reality, she wasn't that smart herself, so I'm assuming she dated some real idiots, like brain-dead idiots. 4, keeps men from her past around. These are women who've been alpha widowed and they can't seem to let go of the one that got away. Think of Taylor Swift. As for me, I never really cared about this because I wasn't going to stick around anyway, so it didn't really matter. 5, violent women. Avoid these women at all costs. I dated one like this off and on. She was crazy. That's all I can say. 6, party girls. Only spin plates with these girls. Don't get into a long-term relationship with one. I've dated several of these, and all of them were for fun chicks. I would never settle with any of them. 7, heavily tattooed and pierced women. Richard says tattoos all over a beautiful woman is like putting bumper stickers all over a Lamborghini. I find tattoos and piercings on a woman to be masculine. And again, these are for fun women. 8, big notch counts. These women do not make good long-term partners or marriage material. They don't stick around. They divorce. But they do make interesting side chicks or temporary friends with benefits, though. Another fun chick. 9, single mothers. Don't be a cuck. Don't raise another man's child. Don't date, live with, or marry a single mother. I agree. These women are often users. They usually have money issues, and they'll drain you for every penny. He even has a whole chapter on single mothers, too. 10, addictions. Dependency to things, activities, or substances is a big red flag. Again, a for fun chick. Richard says to maximize yourself by getting into shape, losing weight, refining your style, get tailored clothing, make money, but don't live paycheck to paycheck. Get a job that allows you to invest in something to set yourself free. Gaining status, like status and respect, must be earned. Learn game. He recommends the books The Rational Male, The Mystery Method, and The Art of Seduction. Own a motorcycle. There's freedom that comes with riding. Get on testosterone replacement therapy by a TRT doctor. And also you can take certain supplements. I recommend Tongkat Ali, zinc, vitamin D3, but get your vitamin D levels tested first before you take that. And the last one, master your self-control. Learn how to manage the fucks you give. You only have so much time and energy, so use it wisely. And instead of giving up on life and on women, do the work, like he mentioned above, so you can become a high-value man. Make yourself your mental point of origin. I think it's okay to be self-centered. I think that's what he's talking about here. Learn how to handle rejection like an adult. Men have to get used to rejection. We get rejected in all walks of life, so just get used to it. Learn to accept and embrace hypergamy. Hypergamy, you know, where she is dating up. Flip the script, use it to your advantage. And that's what game is all about. And lastly, avoid marriage. Don't get married. It's a bad deal for men. At the end of the book, Richard writes, and I'm paraphrasing this, it's essential to remember the point of unplugging from the comforting lies you've been told by society isn't to hate women. It's about accepting and then embracing the realities of life, which means being at peace with women and not hating them for what they can never be to you. I highly recommend this book to all men. It will open your eyes to the realities of the world and not some Disney fairy tale version of life. But also, the book offers hope. You can change. You can become a better version of yourself. And that requires work. But it's easier to sit around and complain and hate on women. And these are things you can't change. You can't change women. They are what they are. So read the book. Read it several times if you have to. Also read The Game by Neil Strauss, The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi, and The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Also add to that The 48 Laws of Power as well. All right, I hope this video helped you, and see you. Bye.